Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is one of those short weekday episodes. I figured I owed it to the world to to do another one since I'd skipped a fucking week. But I already explained that on what was it on Sunday? Yeah, was it on Sunday? Yeah, it was on Sunday. Okay. This is the first time I'm doing an episode on the computer. Usually I just recorded them right off of my iPhone. I bought myself a Blue Yeti. Man, this thing is pretty. And it's got a nice weight to it. It feels like you're buying quality. I love it. I also bought some really nice headphones to go with it. And let me see, what did I buy? I don't know. I can't see the box. It's the one that had the best ratings. Anyways, normally the only time I can hear myself uh, recording or what I actually sound like on the mic is when I'm wearing those fucking steel Arctis whatever he- uh, gaming headset. But it's not a dynamic microphone, you know. It's you pretty much hear everything, but it doesn't really matter because at the same time you're listening to the gameplay and you can hear me relatively well. But that was the best headset mic that I had, which sounds like dog shit if I'm using it just to record a podcast because I did that one time. This thing sounds amazing. I mean, it sounds like I'm using professional, you know, radio studio stuff. So this is going to be a really fun toy. uh, I have a cold. I did not have a cold. A lady, a crazy lady that I stupidly invited over, didn't tell me she was sick. I hadn't seen this person in 2 weeks. And she doesn't tell me these things. I mean, what kind of person does that? Oh boy, I get to see him. I'm probably gonna kiss him. Oh man, but I'm sick. Well, I just won't say anything. And she wasn't sick like her nose was runny and she was coughing or whatever. I couldn't tell. But as soon as I told her that I started feeling it tingling in the back of my throat, and I wasn't sure if it was some of the sushi we ate, sushi rolls. And she was ready with medicine. She was like, take this, and then, take it again 8 hours later. So that leads me to believe that she was sick and she was getting over it. And so she didn't think it was a problem and she didn't say anything so that I could at least have the option of, oh, yeah, I know what I'm not going to do. It was the worst. And I'm never drinking with that person ever again. Never again. This was maybe the... Fuck. Alright. Printed in my mind, there are two other occasions where we were both drinking, except I'm the type of person that doesn't change. I might be tipsy or fucking wasted. I don't turn into an asshole. I don't use my being drunk or whatever. What is that noise? That's my damn computer. Fuck. Clearly, I need a better computer. It is squealing like crazy. God damn it. And it doesn't always do this. Let me see if I can just close out a whole bunch of other things that might be causing it to be crying like a little bitch. Well, I'm closing out everything. It it sounds to my ears like it's calming down. Like, okay, that feels better. Yes, I had a lot of things open. I'm one of those people. Well, I apologize for how weak and whiny my Mac is. It's from 2014. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. I might need to buy a new one. But where's the guarantee that it's not going to start squealing and screaming just like this one? Anyways, whatever. We'll live. We'll live. We'll have to. Damn it. One of the benefits that comes with having a cold is your voice like drops. It goes much lower in octaves. I don't know how many octaves my voice is lower right now, but I'm not forcing it, you know. It's just like that. So I've ever since I was a teenager and I noticed this, I kind of thought, you know what, having a cold is not that bad. I get to sound like this all the time. I remember me and a friend of mine, we went to visit somebody that we hadn't seen, or at least I hadn't seen him in years. And I had a cold, but I wasn't like dying, you know, I wasn't like coughing, my nose wasn't like dripping like crazy or anything. It was just a little stuffed up, just enough that talking to him, you know, every other word sounded like this. And I'm pretty sure that I was, uh, 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 you know, like trying to amplify it even more, exacerbate the fact that my voice sounded deeper. And he didn't question it, so I thought, oh man, this is awesome. Forever he's going to think, man, that guy, he must have grown some serious balls. He's got such a deep voice. I loved it. So today is it? Yes, today is Tuesday, November the 5th, which means it's time to ignore voting. I'm kidding. But you know that even though it's voting day, there's a lot of fucking people that aren't going to vote. And there's a lot of dead people that are apparently going to vote. Yes, cheating. Cheating happens. And I don't think that's the only way they're going to cheat. I mean, there's a reason why ever since when I was, I don't know, in junior high, I've heard ever since then, at least that's as far back as I can remember hearing it, that voting doesn't count. That it doesn't matter whether you vote or not. And I couldn't understand why, except, you know, my concept of that information was that whoever thinks that is just really fucking paranoid. I didn't have enough information. I didn't understand that your votes are not necessarily what goes, but they're like suggestion ballots. And then the the voting collegiate of senators, is that what it is? I can't remember. I actually studied this for a few of my law classes, and they're the ones that actually vote for the next president. So, according to the law books, history law books that I read, um, they tend, the representatives or whoever's a member of the collegiate, they take your votes, and whoever, you know, the people voted for the most, they will then, usually, it says, I read, go for that person. They will vote for the candidate that received the most votes. They will vote for the candidate who was the most suggested by the people. But it also says that they don't have to. And that even though they rarely vote against the majority suggestion, they can. So when I read that, I fucking 100% fully understood why some people say it doesn't even matter. And I don't know. I mean, you can be right being negative, or you can be wrong being positive, but I know which one I'd rather be. So, and maybe I'm a little too informed on the negative stuff that happens behind the scenes. So I kind of know which one it more than likely is. Kamala is a proven liar, and not of little shit like, I've never done drugs, me and Montel, we didn't actually fuck. I wasn't a young money hungry whore that was dating some guy just, you know, getting railed just for a cushy, high paying position. Whatever. Shit doesn't matter. And I think that more and more people know the truth about the Democratic Party. It's funny that they're the Democrats, and because that's confusing for children. I mean, I was confused growing up, right? Democracy is a good thing, right? Everybody's decision, opinion, wants, and needs matter. They count. Democracy. We vote. All that stuff. Democracy. And here's the party that calls themselves the Democrats. And so it's not that hard for a young person to hear that, see that, and sort of align them together as being like, oh, well, these are the good guys. The Republicans, these are the bad guys because they're in favor of the rich. That's what I heard. That's what it seemed like to me for a really long time. Here's my problem with the Republicans. They're considered the right wing, right? If you're a Democrat, you're a left wing. Doesn't that admit that it doesn't really fucking matter which of the two you go for because they both belong to the same fucking animal? It's the same thing, pretty much. The puppet on the left or the puppet on the right. The, God damn. These are public figures, so I should be allowed to poke fun. Okay? So, the whore on the left, the old whore on the left, or the old actor on the right. Now, I love Donald Trump. I have his autograph, and he fucking personalized it to me. I've read his first two books. The The Art of the Deal, and the second one I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but I read those two. And then I was gonna read the book he did with Kiyosaki. I haven't, but I'd like to because I love reading the Kiyosaki books, the Rich Dad Poor Dad series. Those are really great. And I was a fan of The Apprentice. And I've seen Donald Trump in who knows how many different fucking things because he was always all over the place. Whether it was doing interviews with Howard Stern or making cameo appearances on shows, movies, I mean, everything. He was all over the place. He was like the super rich guy that's also kind of like one of us because he's constantly mingling with everybody. I remember this one fucking thing I saw when I was a kid. It was an ad in a magazine and they had like tattooed him up, just covered him in tattoos. I don't even know what the fuck the ad was for, but I just thought like that's hilarious. You wouldn't expect that person to be covered in tattoos, so that it was a funny ad. I mean, he was even in a WWE storyline. And you got a Stone Cold Stunner. I mean, it was fucking hilarious. Hilarious. I mean, just thinking about it. What other fucking president or world leader does that exist? Is there a video of Putin getting fucked up by some famous Russian wrestler? I doubt it. If anything, there's a video of him getting laid with like two different chicks, which is not the same. When I got my ballot, I saw all the presidential candidates, and there was a bunch of them that I didn't even recognize. Like, who the fuck are these people? Why is the television? Why is YouTube, Google, everything only paying attention to the Democratic candidates and the Republican candidate? There's a libertarian candidate, a socialist candidate, the Green Party candidate, an independent candidate. I mean, that's a lot we're not being fucking told. So instead of doing the typical thing where most Americans, I'm pretty sure, fucking do, where they just go, well, I don't know them, so I'm just going to consider these two. And they don't actually research them. That's what I did. I started researching Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Jill Stein, Cornel West. By looking up all the other candidates, but then something fucked up happened. The page online that I was reading to find out a little bit about all of them didn't include two candidates. Did not include Claudia de la Cruz and Chase Oliver. Claudia de la Cruz is the Socialist Party, and Chase Oliver is for the Libertarian Party. And man, well, I mean, Chase Oliver seems awesome. Like, I added him everywhere, you know. Claudia La Cruz and what's her VP? Karina? I want to say Karina Garcia. Those two ladies, my God. I don't want to be disrespectful, but they're probably the most attractive politicians I've ever seen. Both of them look like my hottest ex-girlfriends. But it's not it's not just their physical appearance that makes them attractive. It's what they have to say. It's so good. I mean, they say nothing but good stuff. I mean, I think I was the most impressed with what they have to say. Um, right up there with them is going to be Cornel West and Chase Oliver. I think I really liked what Robert Kennedy Jr. Was saying, but then he pretty much dropped out. I don't know why his name is still on the ballot, but whatever. And he said, "Hey, Trump, vote for Trump." So you know, everybody that liked RFK, they just jumped on board with Trump, and I get it. Trump is saying good stuff, better than nothing. But out of all of them, man, I don't know. Cornel West wants universal health care, and I think that's the only way that the corrupt ass piece of shit FDA slash the government won't continue to approve harmful shit in food. Won't continue to approve harmful food. Get rid of McDonald's. God, golly. Wait, I gotta blow my nose. Ah, okay, that's better. There's only one reason why I didn't vote for Claudia de la Cruz. I wanted to, man. She wants to get rid of the. She wants to reshape and change the capitalist society that we live in. She wants to turn it into a socialist society. I don't know that much about socialism, except for the fact that France is a socialist country. France is doing really fucking well for their people. They have universal health care. Those people chain smoke like crazy, and they're insanely healthy. They all look good. I'm sure fat people exist over there, but good luck finding one. Um, I don't know if you can turn the United States into France, where people are happy and healthy. Fuck yeah, I'm for that. Um, Even though I don't know that much about socialism, I did go to Paris. I've been to Cannes. I went to Versailles. I pretty much just those three places, and it was amazing. It's beautiful. Oh my god, I want to. I want to live there. I don't want to just visit. I want to live there. It was the best. You have great people. Everybody's strong. Everybody's smart. I mean, yeah, I loved it. I could walk around the city at any time of day or night, and I never felt like, oh, I'm going to get mugged. I am in trouble. I hope I can. I hope there's a policeman in sight. No, I felt fine. Yeah, yeah, it's a completely different story in the United States, depending where you are, right? So I am for a radical change. I don't believe that socialism is communism. I'm not for communism at all. I think that the Bolsheviks sold it truthfully for what communism is, and I would never, ever want that. And I don't think that socialism is communism, right? Because communism means you have nothing and like it. And the government has everything. Yeah, fuck that. Like I said, even if I don't know exactly what socialism is, I've seen it firsthand. It works. People are happy. People are healthy. I would much rather that than what we have right now, which is sell, sell, sell to the point of let's create shit, even if it's unnecessary, unhealthy. Let's skim, let's cut corners. Uh, it's all about the money. Fuck that, man. That shit is arguably part of what has taken us as a society into such a fucked up, dark, twisted place we see ourselves in today. If you haven't experienced that, good for you. But I'm sure you're aware that it's predominantly the status quo today in America. So I wanted to vote for Claudia de la Cruz very much. I followed her everywhere and shit. But I couldn't find much about her on her Wikipedia. It says she has Dominican parents, came over, lived in the Bronx. It says when she was 13, she visited Cuba and it inspired her to help people. Okay. It says she's got a bachelor, she's got a master's, and it's in, what is it? Criminal justice, which is like when you want to be a cop or a CO. But it's pretty close to criminology, which is what I studied. What else? Not sure she's got one in psychology or she got one in theology. I think she has a master's in theology, which is interesting. I don't know what that means about her. Are you a Catholic? Are you a Christian? Are you an atheist? You know, I have no idea. Do you practice Santeria? I don't know. I think that she is an attractive lady. I like her hair. It's got a lot of volume. I love that. My ex had that too. There's almost no reason not to vote for her and Karina Garcia, except that I don't know much about them. And looking them up and not being able to successfully find that information. What are your parents' names? What did they do? Do you have brothers and sisters? Are you married? Claudia de la Cruz, I know that Mrs. Garcia is married and she has a child. I saw that in your Instagram. I didn't see anything from you. In your own Instagram, I don't see any pictures of your family. Some random website, when I did a Google search, see if you were married or had kids or anything, I saw you with shorter hair and you were holding a baby, but it was completely out of context. I have to assume that's your baby. I don't know. I saw your commercial ad when it said, "We're two mothers. We're mothers." So I'm assuming you do have a child, but I don't know his name. Are you sure you want to be a public figure? See, that stuff makes me feel a little paranoid about you two. Because it's not out of the question, and it happens all the time, that certain corporations and companies or rich people that want to push an agenda or get something done, they'll hire a face, what I like to call a mascot. They'll look at somebody, male or female, and determine how likable they are. And okay, we're going to invest in making them even more likable. We're going to dress them up. We're going to take them places. We're going to teach them how to sing and dance. We're going to give them lyrics. Sing it like this. And next thing you know, people are wearing their pants in reverse. Fucking young little children are bothering their moms that they need to wear thongs because that's the thing to do now, because my favorite artist does that, and I want to be like them. Stupid, ridiculously fucking stupid words are being introduced and aimed at children. Well, I've never heard that said before, but the television is showing me that cool people talk like this. And all of a sudden you have dead ass and I don't know what the fuck else, because I'm not into that. I saw some garbage Walmart commercial. The child looked like she was, I don't know, she looked like 9 or 10, and she was saying the dumbest fucking words, like they actually mean something else other than what they actually mean. The bus driver lady was like, oh, okay. It's like, what the fuck is this commercial? It's programming. You're trying to program young people into thinking talking like this is normal. Even if your child has a brain and says to themselves, that's stupid, I'm not going to do that. As soon as some of the more popular idiots in school start saying it, repeating it, using it, eventually it happens. The programming infects you. So, knowing that a lot of pop stars and a lot of actors are basically mascots, right? They're plants. They get planted by corporations to put out a message, to do a couple of stunts, and people want to emulate that. So again, these two very attractive ladies who are saying nothing but amazing shit, but suspiciously, I don't know much about them. See what I'm saying? Who are your parents, Claudia? I get it. They're Dominican immigrants. What are their names? What did they do over here? I want to know all that stuff, you know? Look at fucking Donald Trump. I know everything about the guy. I've seen him forever. So even if he's a spy and a liar and who knows what else, I don't know. I feel like I know the guy, you know? I've even met the guy. He's all over the place. I don't know. And it was a little suspicious to me when I went to your Instagram and I don't see one picture of you with your kid or your family. Nothing. All I saw in her Instagram was nonstop pictures of herself at rallies. At her fucking, with a bunch of posters and all that shit. I mean, I get it. You're working, you're busy, you're doing stuff. But I want to know the person. Because if I don't know the person, your words mean shit. Your words are just pretty promises. Words are wind, right? I want concrete information. And even if you would have had pictures of parents and children and a significant other, it doesn't mean that much. Especially today, with seeing how Kamala Harris lied about her fucking genealogy. Using pictures of a black woman to pretend to be her grandmother. I mean, I'm sure the old woman had no idea that this bitch would eventually be using this picture to say, like, that's my grandma. See, I am black. No, you horse face bitch. You're Indian, you know. Just like Barry Soetoro was born in Kenya, according to his book that he published in Indonesia. It's just fucking hilarious, man. Barry Soetoro, that piece of shit motherfucker. He probably learned to be a piece of shit motherfucker from Lolo Soetoro, his stepfather, right? The CIA asset who controlled the death squads over there. Could easily have people killed. And man, it's pretty telling the fact that he had a transvestite nanny. I mean, even that person, which I know you're not supposed to say transvestite, you're supposed to say transsexual, but guess what? Back in the day when I was younger and people were smarter, transsexual meant that you had an operation to cut off your junk. Now you're transsexual, you know? Not really a woman anymore. You're not really a woman. You're not a man anymore. Well, you're always a man, but you have chopped it off. You're a dickless man. I don't know what the fuck you want to say. I'm not into the whole let's play pretend you. I mean, who the fuck are you? I mean, don't drag me into your fantasy. I mean, I tell that to your closest friends. You know, refer to me as this now. Fine, you know, because we're friends or we're family. I guess. Even if we were family, I wouldn't fucking do it. I'd be like, there's something wrong with you. You have gender dysmorphia. You have a gender identity crisis, and but no, of course the Bolsheviks, the real Nazis, the Satanists, they want you to do 100 push-ups if you misgender someone. Fuck all that shit, man. Ah, boy. And that's where he met Michael Robinson. No, Michael. Yeah. Well, it's Michael Levon Robinson. Big Mike. Well, and then he comes over, fakes the papers, or changes his name. I have no idea. And just straight up says, "You know something? I think that gay people should be able to marry. That's right. I've decided homosexuals can now be married straight out of the Bible." Why? Why? Why do you want to get married, man? Isn't that like part of the that's from the biblical culture. Dude, that's the dumbest shit in the world. I know that people don't see it because they're so used to it, they don't see it. They probably have never studied the Bible. But marriage is a thing that comes from the Bible between a man and a woman. When two men are allowed to join in legal union because the government said they can, that's one thing. That's another thing, right? That's something else. You calling it marriage is pretty much just so you can say fuck you to the believers of the Bible. There's no other reason. Honestly. I don't think they gained anything except for feeling like, yes, now we're accepted. It was still kind of like shitty. I mean, I believe that people should do whatever they want as long as they're not hurting anybody, but they fail to see how this was. It is disrespectful to all the believers of that religion. It would be, this is the only way it could be comparable. Let's say you have a religion called the Muslims and they have their customs. And over there in Israel, over there in Mecca, and they say, our religious scriptures and books say we we're we don't condone being a homosexual. Okay, all right, United States, and all gay people that might feel that you have the right to impose your will on other people's religious beliefs. I'm not saying go over there, obviously not. That would be a death sentence. No, I'm saying take stuff from their religion, you know, their whatever it is they hold dear, and start practicing that over here. Try it. Open up a gay Muslim mosque, or I don't know, something else where you just pretend that you're now an Orthodox Jew, but change the uniform. You know, practice all the rituals, but gay it up. I don't know what would happen, but I don't. I also don't really think that it would fly, because I think the United States by now is pretty much just controlled by Israel. You know, I mean, I'm shocked that anybody is even able to protest the Palestinian genocide. I'm shocked. But of course, not shocking. We still can't say a damn thing about the other guys that I had previously mentioned. And if you say anything about the LGBTQIA plus, man, that's just too much. That is a mouthful. The alphabet group, the alphabet gang, the alphabet mob. Why not? You get canceled. Like, even me just saying this, I could probably get away with it right now because I really, I don't have that many followers. But if I ever grew to a certain amount, I'd be canceled. I'd be done. In fact, well, this is daunting to think of, but if James Gunn couldn't even fucking say something years prior his career taking off the way it did without fucking Disney shitheads, like, oh, you said this many years ago as a joke, you're fired. Man. I don't know. So I'll never be rich and famous. Clearly, being successful does not correlate or align very well with being honest. I understand that you can be selectively honest. Like Candace Owens. I think she's amazing. She's so fucking honest. And she knows how to be ballsy. But at the same time, some of the shit that she says, it wouldn't fly if it was a white woman saying it. If it was a white man saying it. It might even fly, actually, if it was a black man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out whenever that happens. Maybe it already did, right? Kanye West? Kanye is a different type of human being. He's a musical genius, and he has poor taste in women, but I mean, the guy has some motherfucking integrity. I like him, and I love his music. Can't wait for more. Hopefully there will be more. Golly, who is gonna win? Who the fuck is gonna win? From as poorly as I see Kamala just doing all the time, I can easily say that Trump's gonna win. I swear the only thing that holds me back from fully believing that is some stupid shit I saw on YouTube. Apparently somebody questioned an AI. I don't know if it was ChatGPT 4 or whatever the fuck it was, but they asked it the question, who's going to win in this election, by saying, can you tell me who won back in this year's election? And it said Kamala Harris wins. That would be very odd for me, and that would be very bad for the country, because I've seen so many videos of who the people are that want her to win, who the people are that are protesting all the extremist left-wing shit. It's a woman's body. She should be allowed to kill her child. Just fucking satanic sacrifice shit. Even if he's born, still, she should be able to decide, oh, just kill it. I mean, if that ever happens and you're the lady bitch doctor or the piece of shit male doctor that is told to perform that murder, I hope you fucking die before you actually kill any innocent baby. It's bad enough killing a life because some assholes said, it's okay. It's not really a life. Just do it. I mean, you know you're going to hell, right? Whatever the fuck there is underneath the ground, where the demons live or whatever the fuck, I hope you go there and you get what you deserve. I would straight up quit. I would straight up say, if my superiors, and I'm a doctor, a gynecologist or whatever, and I'm told, yeah, because of the law, the new law that was passed, yeah, you have to kill them. Even when they come out, or even past the first trimester, just, yeah, that's the law. You got to do it. First of all, I wouldn't even kill them in the first trimester, but supposedly you got to be smart to be a doctor, right? You got to get that fucking medical degree and shit. And that's supposed to be hard, right? You're supposed to be able to think logically, all that shit. If it sits well with you that, oh, okay, well, I guess now I'm killing them when they're older. Now I'm going to kill them when I can see them right in the eyes. And I don't know, because I haven't wanted to really look into this information, but I've heard that the way they are killed is they are stabbed in the brain. I'm not sure if it's worse than that and their brain gets scrambled somehow. I don't know how you don't kill yourself after doing that. Yeah, no. That'd be some sick shit. I mean, you would have to hire a Satanist, wouldn't you? I don't think it's a regular person that says, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Planned Parenthood. Shit. unborn. Black Lives Matter. I'd support that one. Not the bowel movement, BLM. Anyways, I hope Trump wins. And next election, in 4 years, I hope Claudia de la Cruz and Karina Garcia win. But, you know, let me get to know you. I'll follow you. If you just show me you're for real and not just a paid model, mascot, whatever, I'll vote for you. Even if you're a third party candidate. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't think it means that I'm throwing away my vote. I will vote for who I believe in. And it might be them, or it might be Chase Oliver. It might be Cornel West, because he was fucking straight up saying like, "Hey, let's do some universal health care." I was like, finally. Let's stop being a part of all wars. Let's stop that. Let's do universal health care. Let's change the way things are run, because it's not working out. It's only working out for what, the 1%? Fuck that. If it's working out for 1%, that's like obvious. It should be obvious to anybody. Anybody with a fucking brain that it's not working. It should be, I don't know. But that's clearly uneven. When the scale is tipped so far in that one direction, I mean, come on. It's not working. Which is why I would support De La Cruz. But, you know, like I said, I couldn't find any information on her other than her Instagram. It's a bullshit, tiny-ass Wikipedia page. And some videos. And I saw a bunch of videos. And it still wasn't enough. Not for me. Okay. Well, I hope you all make the right decision. And you're happy with whatever, you know, you decide. Whoever you decide to vote for. I don't want the Democrats to win this time. This lady is a fucking liar, and the people that support her are mental. They should be in a mental hospital. They need to be pointed out, corralled, put into a fucking institution. I mean, they're disgusting. They're sick. It's all about sex with them. No, I don't think that a person's life should be about sex. If it is, that's a sick person. That's a pervert. I identify by my sexuality. Come on, man. And then they like to twist words. They're like, oh, well, you're privileged. You have no idea because you never have had to point out that you're straight. Yeah, that's true. Is that a good argument for why your life should revolve around the people you like to fuck or get fucked by? I don't know. Did we grow up in different schools? Yes, absolutely. Well, the one I grew up in says, yes, you have private parts and they should remain private. You don't fucking, pull them out and like, look at this shit. If you did, you'd be labeled a pervert, a sick mental patient. And now, apparently, the rules still apply unless you say you're gay. Then, oh, no. That's fine. They're gay. Come on, man. I don't care if you're gay, but be a normal, decent human being. Don't take advantage. Don't fucking go out of your way to be weird, hoping, just foaming at the mouth, hoping that someone will complain. Hate crime. Fuck you. Come on. It's stupid. We live in stupid times, and I'm sick of it. I'm really fucking sick of it. I'm sick of the double standard where they can do it, but you can't. They can say shit, but you can't. It's like, come on, this is dumb. I mean, we're not. This isn't new, honestly. I grew up in the 90s listening to rap music. The N word was said every other word. I'm a kid, and I love the music. We go to school and we use that word because, well, I grew up in a Mexican community. There were no black people, and we weren't trying to be racist. We were just fucking kids who loved the music. Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, I mean, and everybody else used the N word in their music. And then it was stigmatized for people that aren't famous to say it. It's so stupid. Of course they're going to fucking say it. I mean, maybe if we were adults being exposed to this shit for the first time, and even then, it would be like, do you like it? Or do you just immediately, as soon as somebody says the N word, turn it off? If you didn't turn it off, more than likely, you probably said it. And that just felt like the weirdest shit in the world. More like a setup. More like, we're going to make them really like these movies, these shows, these these songs. But we're going to pepper them with the N word, and then we're going to fucking shit on anybody that says it. That's the stupidest thing in the world. If people from another world would come and see that, they'd be like, that's so fucking dumb. You don't want that word said. Don't let anyone say it. Oh, but it's not okay for them to not be able to say it because why? Isn't it a negative word? Thanks, Echo, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Oh, man. Isn't that a negative word? Yes, but it's what they used to be called in a negative connotation, so now they get to say it, and, cause why? Because they own it now. It's like, are you kidding me? What kind of stupid kindergarten logic shit is that? So yes, black people get a free pass to say the word that they were apparently called, their ancestors were called to put them down. Now they get to say it. Do you understand how stupid that is? So I've been seeing some of these latest episodes of Candace Owens, and she's basically saying that all these guys were homosexual. They were part of the Satanic Brigade, known as the Alphabet Mob. And they pretty much did all this shit on purpose, right? They orchestrated the youth of America into listening to this shit, which was very, had heavy connotations of homosexuality. And it's like, fuck, man. That is some deep shit. No wonder we have people like P. Diddy and Epstein. Crazy world we live in. It's kind of hard to believe that this is the truth. This is the truth finally coming to light, and it is not pretty. It is crazy. I'm pretty sure that Kamala Harris is part of that. I mean, she's not a brain. She is a mascot. She is a plant. You can tell by any of her fucking interviews that the bitch has no idea what's going on. Oh, man, the lights are off upstairs, honestly. If she wins, we need to leave. We need to leave. That's not the country that I used to live in. That's not home anymore. That means we lost and we need to go find another home. And if Trump wins, I don't know. I hope I hope it'll be good. I really do. Smarter people than me uh, support Donald Trump, so I'm going with them because I'm not smart enough. And like I said, next election I'll go with De La Cruz if I can just find out that she's for real. Okay, I'll do another one on the weekend. Take care and go out and vote.